Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nuno and this is Meeples of Mysteries.
And I'm Johnny, motherfucker!
And this is the second episode of Two to Choose.
Hey man, Two to Choose sounds like crap, man. We're gonna change the name. It's Board Battle now. That's so smart, man. Nobody could come up with that, man.
So welcome to the second or first episode of Board Battle. Yeah, we're changing the names. Two to Choose was weird. This is a series where we pit two similar games against each other and pick a winner.
Let's go!
So today's battle, it's between Downforce and Camel Up, second edition. These are basically two betting games pretending to be race games, but which one wins the final bet?
Let's go!
So Downforce, originally designed by Wolfgang Kramer and reimagined by Restoration Games, is a racing and betting game for 2 to 6 players. You bid to own cars, play cards to move them, and bet on which cars will win. So there's a bit of auction, there's a bit of end management, and there's a whole big old race.
Oh yeah, my favorite part! Spending fake billions on cars I don't even want!
Then Camel Up, designed by Stefan Bogan. It's a racing betting game for 3 to 8 players, where camels stack on top of each other and race through the dice, even going backwards sometimes.
It's camels on camels on camels. It's like a pyramid scheme, but somehow it's fun.
So how do these games compare? They are both fun, light games, easy to teach. The race is kind of just an excuse for all the betting. But the thing is, the way they handle the racing part is really different. In Downforce, the racing takes most of the time of the game. You're basically playing cards to move the cars. But here is the problem. Despite all the effort, the outcome often feels predetermined. The cars that move ahead early tend to stay ahead, and most cards just end up pushing them further along. Your choices feel like they matter until they don't. And the auction at the start, it feels strategic, but in practice, it's just tricking first-time players into wasting money. The optimal move is normally to not spend any money on the cars and just pick the ones that you end up being able to get for no money, because everybody is forced to have at least one car. So when the betting is reaching the end, if there's people without cars, they will just get it for the minimal price, and that's normally the optimal way to go. So that part of the game feels like a waste, and generally if you have new players, you don't explain this to them, they will end up excitingly spending money on the cars to realize that it's going to just make them lose at the end. Meanwhile, Camel Up takes a totally different approach. The racing phase is fast and messy. You roll a die, a camel moves, and sometimes it ends up carrying another camel either to victory or to defeat. It's wild, it's unpredictable, and it's over in a flash. But that's the point. The race is just chaos. So the real game, the betting, gets to shine.
I betted on the yellow camel, and it teleported backwards. I lost 5 coins and my dignity. I loved it.
Plus, Camel Up gives you multiple betting opportunities, where Downforce only allows you to bet 3 different times, and the first time is really just at the beginning of the game, where you don't know much, and it's the most important part of the betting. So you bet wrong one time, and you probably already feel like you lost the game for the rest of the whole game. While in Camel Up, if your first guess is awful, it doesn't matter. You can recover. There's tons of opportunity every round to do bets. And that means there's tension all the way through. Also, the fact that the race is completely random means that you never know who's going to win until the final lap. That means as I said, it's tense throughout, not only in the betting, but also in the race.
I bet on Steve, and Steve was just going backwards the whole race. Legend.
So here is my final takes. Both games are solid, but Camel Up just does it better. It doesn't waste your time pretending that it's a strategic racing game. It just throws you right in the nonsense and lets you enjoy the betting ride. It's faster, it's more fun, and it's exciting from start to end. Downforce might still be good if you prefer the car team or you prefer a more controlled approach to the racing, but in my personal opinion, that's an illusion. You end up having no control at all. The car that gets ahead goes ahead, and no matter what you play, the cars behind it are just constantly getting blocked and unable to move. So for me, Camel Up. So for me, Camel Up is the game I would prefer playing every time. And Downforce will be leaving my collection. I'll either be selling it or maybe giving it away at some point. Who knows? So that's it for this episode of Board Battle. Let me know which game you prefer. If you agree that these are really similar games, or maybe not. Which one do you prefer? Which game do you think wins the race? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, like, subscribe, and turn up that bell icon for more. And until then, play more games and stay awesome.